Hey guys, Some Gamer Dude here. So today we're going to be finally getting into what I've been looking forward to doing all day. Looking at every single card with an effect from the Ren Suzugamori Troll deck. I want to see if for what is honestly the first time, we can make a budget Shadow Paladin deck. That's something I'm really keen on making because Shadow Paladin has always been very, very popular. And giving people a budget deck for it that's not bad and it still has all the edge of Shadow the Hedgehog should make people happy. And that's what I'm about, making people happy under budget. Anyway, so let's start with the Dark Dictator, a corrupted version of Alfred Early, to be honest, with an effect more reminiscent of the original King of Knights Alfred. During your turn, this unit gains plus 2,000 power for each of your rear guards. It's actually not that bad considering the original King of Knights Alfred, considering he didn't really do all that much. Kind of felt underpowered anyway. And act, once per turn, counterblast 1. Call up to 1 grade 2 or less card from your hand, and that unit gains plus 5,000 power to the end of the turn. So you have to chain it, it gains a buff, it's okay. Then your opponent chooses one of their rear guards and retires it, and Oracle Think Tank goes, Promise Daughter says no. She just says no. She won't be retired by you. So it really depends on matchup. Honestly, Royal Paladin's probably going to go, well, I can call on another Alan now, or chuck something else in front of Marin, so I'm not sure how this hurts me. But other things, they might find this problematic. They might go, you're a jerk. Go to hell. Or, I can't afford to spend more cards. Stop killing my dudes. So, I actually think this is a really good card. Really like it. Definite choice for a budget boss for Shadow Paladin. So let's go to the next one, Smashing Knight Damon. Or Damon. Damien. Well, he's not Damien, but you know what I mean. That's some striking art, but I wish there was some more colour in it. It's kind of just all glare, greys, blacks, dark blues, dark reds, everything's muted colours. His face is the only thing, and hand are the only things to stick out. Standard stats, Force Gift, and on Rearguard, when it attacks a Vanguard, if you have more Rearguards than your opponent, ding ding ding, Dark Dictator comes into play here. This unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of that battle. Not the greatest thing in the world. If you ride it, you're kind of stuck with just a Force Gift. And I hope there's something decent to replace it with in the set. But as far as these type of cards go, given what the boss does, it's not the worst thing in the world. It could be worse. It could be better, but it could be worse. Next up, Calamity Witch Emma, who I think actually has rather nice art. There's a lot of colours in it. It's still very muted colours. That's why I like the Dark Dictator, because just the blade having electricity and all the Tron lines looks really cool. It draws the eye. These are more muted colours. It's not as nice on the eye. It's not as attractive. Anyway, standard stats for a grade 2 of a Force Clan, and automatic once per turn when your other rearguard is placed, this unit gains plus 5,000 until end of turn. So basically also works with Dark Dictator, which I'd like to see. There's some synergy here. This is really nice. Not much else to say, it's just a plus 5,000, but it's some nice synergy. Especially considering you can use Dark Dictator all the time. The only thing you might have noticed so far is we're not drawing any cards yet. It's all Kagero type, well actually, Kagero cross Royal Paladin stuff. And Blaster Duck continues that with his, well, let's be honest, tip of the fedora. He's probably going to tell you about how God doesn't exist or something. Anyway, on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, when placed, counterblast 1, your opponent chooses one of his or her Rearguards and retires it. Again, this is continuing that theme of we retire, but your opponent gets to choose. So, yeah. But, again, it still falls onto the same pitfalls of, okay, Oracle Think Tank goes, Okay, I'll place that Promised Order as soon as possible. Bye, Shadow Paladin. Bye-bye. And yeah, it's still in the same traps. It's going to be more effective early if your opponent places rear guards. But if they don't, and don't place enough rear guards, automatic Vanguard Circle once per turn. If your opponent has no rear guards, discard a card from your hand and gains +1 drive check. So, in other words, your opponent has to place 2 rear guards. You 3, or if they place 1 or less, well, Blaster Dark's gonna rip them a new one. And well, considering you're getting 4, you're gonna run 4 for every Blaster Dark. You want us to get after that, draw early. You might want to absorb a bit of damage so that if they start pumping out shit to counteract this, you can just go Blaster Dark, Blaster Dark, Blaster Dark, kill all you guys. It's not a bad card. It's not a great card either. It really depends. Your opponent can work around it, but then they're going to have nothing to guard with. But again, early guarding isn't really the greatest thing in this game anyway. Most because, well, it's so-so. Early guarding. Early guarding really depends on, did your opponent place a booster or not? If they placed a booster, you should probably not early guard. And yeah, we go from there. So do I think this is a good card? I think it's got its niches, but it's not as good as... Well, is it as good as Blaster Blade? Because Blaster Blade's not exactly great either. It's a thing. Is it as good as some of the Kagero stuff? It's something I'd have to actually see in action and see how opponents react to it, because you have to also remember, if your opponent's playing tons of rearguards to get around this the twin drive effect early, at the same time they're going to be able to rush you down, which really depends on how things work. So we'll see how Blaster Dark goes. We'll see how it goes. Next up is Foldbauer, Puppy, finally. Good pup. And standard stats for a grade 1. I skipped the Blaster Axe, I think it's called. The vanilla, don't worry, it's just a vanilla. And automatic rearguard circle. When it boosts an attack that hits a Vanguard, I like it already. It's a quality Vanguard booster. It's a quality booster for your second attack. Counterblast 1, you're not really eating that much counterblast, all things considered. And 2 of your other units gain plus 5,000 that turn. So in other words, you put it behind what's the name? Dark Dictator. Well, it really depends on how your opponent guards, and what you get is drive check, because you might just shove everything onto one column. You might spread it out. If it's on the other column, you're going to give the other column plus 10,000. It's a really good card. Until Shadow Paladin gets too counterblast heavy to really use this, which I don't think it is right now, I think this is a quality card. It's probably only going to go off once, maybe twice a game, and that's not that bad. And I like it. I like it. I think it's got nice art. It's really eye-catching. It's got nice colours to it, and I think it's got a good effect. Next up is Blaster Javelin, who also has nice colours. Standard stats for a grade 1, and automatic rearguard circle. When placed, if you have 2 or more grade 1 or less rearguards, counterblast 1, draw a card, and this unit gains plus 3,000 until the end of turn. Now, where this is interesting is it's an alternative to Arwen, or his equivalent, but it works a bit differently. It doesn't say other grade 1s or less, so you call something else, don't call him. You don't have to call in tandem, and you call him, and you draw the card and gain plus 3,000. It's a good card. It's not a great card, but it does play nicely with Foldbauer. Foldbauer behind the Vanguard, Blaster Javelin on the rearguard. Blaster Javelin's going to counterblast 1, draw you a card, and Bob's your uncle. The problem is this is probably going to be the alternative if they're not going to if they're going to screw around with your Blaster Dark play, because you go, okay, I draw a card from it. Anyway, I don't care about the draft check. I'm not going to get it anyway. and the kill isn't that big of a deal, I might prefer the card in my hand. You have options actually like that. And last up is the Witch of Norstream Arian Rod. Very weak for a grade 1 at 6,000 in this game. Act, Rearguard, cost, counter blast 1, soul blast 1 and rest this unit. I think this is... Have we seen another soul blast one? No, we have not. So the soul blast isn't the worst thing. I was thinking of Bob Carr. One of your other units gains plus 10,000 till end of turn. So if you want to go for... it really depends on how your field's playing out, but this could actually be useful. It's like, tap it, give something else 10,000, go for a Rearguard with that column. Vanguard attacks, hopefully boosted by Fold Bout, because I really like Fold Bout. That's got pressure. Everything else goes on the last column. The last column has plus 10,000, maybe another plus 10,000, maybe a Force Gift, etc., etc. Everything actually plays out really well. This will probably be the first thing that goes, depending on how things go, along with the Perfect Guard and the Vanilla Grade 2, and the Secondary Grade 3. But I really, really like this deck. I actually think this is the strongest of all the trial decks so far. I'm really pleased with it. I really want to build something with it. I think it's fun. I think there's some choices here. No, it doesn't really operate like Shadow Paladin traditionally does. But I like how it's an antithesis of Royal Paladin, where Royal Paladin is all recruit, draw, fill out the field, and maybe occasionally kill a guy. This is more kill guys, occasionally fill out the field. It's this antithesis. And no, it doesn't kill your Rearguards yet. We still haven't seen Phantom Blaster Dragon. But I like where it's gone. And just before we go, I just want to quickly compare it to the original Dark Dictator. I did use that in a deck for a while. Did like it. Yeah, it's literally Alfred, this one mixed with Soul Saver Dragon. So, yeah, he's gone up in the world. That makes me kind of question why the new King of Knights Alfred isn't reminiscent of the original. But maybe they decided it's a troll deck worthy card. And I really prefer the art on this card. Anyway, this has been some Gamer Dude. I really recommend this. I'll say it again. Out of the 4 trial decks we have so far, this is the best one. Aquaforce needs too many components changed, and the boss is okay. I'm going to be doing a budget deck on that very, very soon. Haven't written it yet. Hopefully write it ASAP. Hopefully out this Sunday. This one... Oh, sorry. Go back. The Kagura one is just missing too many pieces as well. The Royal Paladin one... It's okay. It's good. I like it. But this just feels more complete. This feels better. This feels like not so much giving up stuff as it does a legitimate choice. Anyway, this has been some Gamer Dude. I'm hot and heavy for Shadow Pallies. All my edginess is getting up. And I'll see you guys next video.